yet another blessed month of Ramadan, alhamdulillah. But Eid al-Fitr, it is not merely a time to bid farewell to the blessed month of Ramadan. Eid al-Fitr is also an occasion to celebrate our great spiritual accomplishments of the last month. And Eid al-Fitr is a time to reflect upon the practical lessons that we have learned from the past month and how we can take them forward in meeting the challenges of the new year that lies ahead of us. Beloved brothers and sisters, the past month of Ramadan has no doubt been a spiritually rejuvenating month for Muslims all over the world. For our small but vibrant Claremont Main Road Masjid congregation, the past Ramadan has indeed been a special one in many ways. For one, the hard work that some of us put into improving our adhkar, our Taraweeh adhkar, it definitely paid off. We most certainly improved on our tajweed, and our masjid chorus sounded much better on most evenings. But it was hard to convince some of those senior judges sitting at the back that our combined deserve more than a fourth prize. This obviously means that inshallah we would need to do even better and work even harder next year, inshallah. But on a more serious note, our nightly reflections on the meaning of these Taraweeh adhkar, inshallah, hopefully they enabled us, they empowered us to recite these adhkar with our hearts attuned to its inner and deep meanings. It is my hope that this has made the recitation of our adhkar even more spiritually nourishing. For Allah the Sublime teaches us, "Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub." Indeed, in dhikr, in the remembrance of Allah, the hearts, they find peace and tranquility. We also worked hard at performing our Taraweeh prayers and our other salawat with the necessary khushu', humility and devotion, and tuma'nina and tranquility. And of course, it was somewhat disorientating for some of us who are used to a culture of praying very fast and having the huffaz to recite the Quran very fast so that we can get done with it in the evenings. To perform salah with khushu', with humility and devotion, it demands great concentration and self-discipline. But this is precisely the mode in which Allah the Sublime wants us to be in spiritual communion with Him, as He says to us, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. The believers who perform their salah with khushu', with humility and devotion, they will be the successful ones. We pray that Allah the Sublime, the dispenser of grace, the most merciful, will accept our ritual prayers, our salawat, and our fasting and our siyam and other acts of worship. And Allah the Sublime will reward us abundantly for these devotions, aimed purely liwajhi Allahi al-Kareem, at seeking the countenance and the pleasure and the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا صَلَاتَنَا وَصِيَامَنَا وَقِيَامَنَا وَرُكُوعَنَا وَسُجُودَنَا وَتَسْبِيحَنَا وَجَمِيعَ أَعْمَالِنَا اللهم تقبل منا القليل وسامحنا يا الله بالكثير ولا تؤاخذنا بالتقصير يا نعم المولى ويا نعم النصير. Allahumma innaka afoon. Oh Allah, thou loves to pardon and to forgive. Tuhibbul afwa. Thou loves to pardon and to forgive, and thou art the pardon and the forgiver. Fa'afu anna. Forgive us our sins. Beloved brothers and sisters, in the past Ramadan we established a new tradition of listening to a full juz of the Quran being recited after the Taraweeh prayers on Saturday evenings. And for those of us who were present, we can witness that it worked wonderfully well. Thanks in large measure to the dedication of our young Hafid Ihsan Basir, who recited the 10th and the 17th juz of the Quran this year. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless him and all of our children, inshallah. I am sure that those of us who listened attentively to these Quranic recitations, we all experienced a great sense of peace and tranquility. And inshallah, we will be graced with Allah's mercy, as Allah the ever merciful promises in Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7, ayah, verse number 204. وَإِذَا قُرِئَ الْقُرْآنِ. When the Quran it is recited, فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَأَنصِتُوا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Listen to it with attention and hold your peace, so that you may receive the grace and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, it is our intention that next year we will try to expand on this by including more of our talented students in this tradition of celebrating the Quran, which is indeed one of the major purposes of our fasting in the month of Ramadan. Beloved brothers and sisters, once again, our post-Ramadan talks and Sunday morning seminars were intellectually stimulating. During these seminars, we critically evaluated some of the key characteristics of what we have called Shumuliyatul Islam, the comprehensive vision of Islam that the Claremont Main Road Masjid stands for and that it espouses. I would like to take this unique opportunity of the Eid al-Fitr khutbah to clarify once again and to refine what we have called this dynamic vision of Islam, particularly since at this time we are commemorating the 40th anniversary of the martyrdom of the Shahada of Imam Abdullah Haron. It is a vision, a Ru'yatul Islam, that was formulated by Ash-Shaheed Imam Haron in collaboration with the Claremont Muslim Youth Association, and it was articulated in their newsletter called the Islamic Mirror in the late 50s and throughout the 60s. It is a vision of Islam that we at the Claremont Main Road Masjid have tried in our humble, weak manner to continue and to build on over the past 30 years, since 1979. Inshallah, next Sunday, September the 27th, we will formally commemorate the 40th anniversary of the Shahada of Imam Abdullah Haron. Imam Abdullah Haron was a towering figure in the struggle against apartheid. And he paid the supreme sacrifice for his witness to justice. There are, of course, many different ways in which Imam Haron's life and legacy have been and continues to be remembered by different groups and different organizations in South Africa. And our remembrance and our following in his footsteps is but one of the many ways in which his rich legacy